every good thing has to come to an end, but for me it's not the end, it's actually the start of something amazing. When I started the project, Dave had just unveiled his new car for this season, and I thought, damn, the car looks good. That's where the spark of the idea came, and it's a RC car inspired by Dave's SupraJet. The body is totally different. It's a Tom's Supra that's used in Japan for truck racing. The rest of the video explains how the process that I took to paint and how to do it correctly. So if you're into that, then it will be perfect for that. I'm really grateful for DriftGames to give me the permission to be able to do this. I wrote them a small note. I was like, hey, can I make an RC car? And they were like, go for it, which is quite a good thing. I appreciate that. I'm not making a replica for sale. This is just my own body to use when drifting and stuff like that, or showcasing the work that I have done. I'll definitely display it in the new studio that's coming up. So I'm busy prepping for a new studio, and this is one of the last major projects that I will do before I finish spray painting the other bodies. Then I can be able to pack them, ship them to the new place. So I'll be moving out of Japan, if you don't know, and I'll be in a new studio, in a new location, in a new country, and new experience also. Japan has influenced me a lot, from drifting to racing to modification to JDMs. Concept with my channel is to bring all that into RC cars. The building of the bodies is more inspiration. If I see a nice body someone has made, and then I'm like, ooh, I would like to make a replica of it, or a smaller version of it, whether it's a Porsche, whether it's a new Porsche, or whether it's a classic car or a racing car. So without further ado, it was a fun process. And yeah, I really want to also recommend that you go to their channel, like, subscribe to them, follow them for what they're doing. They have amazing projects coming up, and also follow them. They're in the Drift Masters, so you can follow them, support them. I think this time it's going to be Mandela Park or something, so that one is going to be good. So we're excited about that. I think it's June 26th or something close to there. Well, without further ado, I present to you my version of the SupraJet mixed with the Tom's Supra. So A90 mixed with the Tom's, and here we go. Yeah, and the rest is the video to see how I made it. So let's just do some cinematic B-roll for this and see how it goes. Guys, we're working on a new project. I'm a big fan of the DriftGames and the cars that they build and modify. And when I saw the DriftGames SupraJet, I was like, damn, I have to make that. So I went around looking for the body to make an RC 110 version of it. The bodies that I saw were quite not what I was looking for. I wanted something nice, something classy. I did my research, got a couple of pictures, like, okay, this is how we're going to be able to do the paint work. Ordered the paints. I ended up settling for the PS17. This was the closest I could find. I decided to go for the Tom's GR Supra. These ones are usually for the Japanese racing, and it looks almost close to the SupraJet, but it's not the same because this is a GT500 series. For me, because it's polycarbonate and I wanted to work with polycarbonate, I thought this is the best direction to go. I will try and replicate exactly what has been done here. So I also was able to get a couple of match from them. So if you go to their DriftGames.live, you can be able to shop. You can be able to get this one. On the other videos wearing the hoodie. It's a sick hoodie, comfortable. You know, the design is perfect, a buck for your money. So you should go check them out. Go on YouTube, check them out. They're building Ferrari, they're building different other cars. They have a new workshop, so it's nice to see people like Neil and all the other crew working on different cars. It's something me and my son enjoy to watch all the time and talk about it. I bought them much before, like the hats and other stuff. So it's nice to also do something and sort of make something similar to that I will put in my corner and say, you know, those guys, I used to watch them on YouTube. So they just finished the Drift Masters in Italy and they'll be moving on to other countries, so I'll follow up that. I wanted to see whether I'll be able to get the tickets for Germany, but I think what I will be able to get is Poland. So that's, I think, the final leg of the whole season. So probably that I will be able to get in the August or September, around there. So we're going to see about that. But for now, the project begins. So we have the body here, and for polycarbonate, it's quite clean. It's quite good. And I don't need to add the wing at the back. So that's how I'm going to make it look almost similar. And as you compare it with also the SupraJet, you can see there's so many things that need to be altered, but I'll just go for the wide body. But the main goal of it was to actually make it just aesthetic, to be aesthetic, to look like that. I don't want to replicate for it to look completely the same. I can be able to mimic the paint and the decal. That's absolutely fine with me. On the other hand, I can be able to maybe use the wing for another time. And also I can use the decal that comes with this for another project. So you do have this for masking or to cover wherever you're going to use, and to do the lines so that you can be able to achieve clean lines while you spray paint. And the concept of it is you don't just spray paint everything. You work with layers. So you start maybe with the green and then you move to the white, and then black will be the last because you're going to spray paint the whole thing black at the back. So because it's inside out, so basically you have it like that. You have to clean it. So what you do is you take tap water and soap, and then you clean the inside before painting. And then once you've masked everything, you can start with the maybe green and then move to white and then yellow and then all these other colors, and then you finish it off, including the spaces that you have, with black. So this part comes at the end.
I've been all in my bag, you been all in my business, you be all in your feelings, I've been all in them trenches.
They give you a line to be able to cut every angle, and then once you cut every angle, you're able to use a scissors. So if you're dealing with your first RC body, all you have to do is make sure that you go slow when you're cutting the lines that you want to trim. You rather make the mistake on the inside. You rather go this direction if you're to make a mistake than go this direction. So what I've done is I've just created a split there, so you can be able to just, once you've done the lining with the blade, it's easy for you to pull it, but you really have to be patient not to pull it so much and it tears. You don't need so much effort to do it. And then if you feel like there's so much resistance, you can go through it with the blade again and then correct the starting point. So this starting point, I'm going to correct it. It's not, I never made a mistake. I intentionally did that to be able to have a loop to pass through. And then here now you need a circular scissors, but I can cut it across and then play around and get to the point where I can be able to peel off the corners. how it will look like.
You be all in your feelings. I've been all in them trenches. I've been all in my bag. You be all in my business. No, they notice me flexing. Fit in all of my fitness.
On this one, I'm going to use microfiber, but now I'll just wash it. So you're washing the inside of the RC car, you're not washing the outside. So anything that happens on the outside, there's a paper that you peel off. You will take the other side, not the scrubbing side of the sponge, put some dishwashing soap, then you just...
My top heavy, I let it down. See me shining, they hating on me, they mean mugging, I let them down. She call me Poppy, I'm popping now. Happy, I'm hopping now. Money talks, I'm the only thing these broke boys should be talking about. They talking
today,
crazy, we eating healthy, we getting wealthy.
Yesterday I was able to put all the masking shit.
Then I blew her off, she salty, now she can't beat.
So we're working on the DriftGames Supra A90. I was able to put masking tape on the areas that first we're going to do the grain. This is the spray gun that I'm going to use, and what I'm going to start with is the PS17. That's for the polycarbonate, and then I move to the PS1, and then from the PS1, PS6, I move to the black to finish. The PS17 is metallic green, but what I'm going to do is layer it with almost a turquoise to try and find that sort of color, because it's not completely green. It's sort of metallic but almost bluish. It's actually supposed to be around a PS20, but they don't have it available. I can only get it with the TS, that's for plastic. So we gotta do what we gotta do. So the first layer will be very light, and then add other different variations of green to it, and keep on working with that till I get the desired result. So DriftGames, go check them out on YouTube. Let's try and build the RC car to look similar. I know it's not the same, it's just the body is not available. But in the future, I want to start making my own polycarbonate bodies, and that would require having the oven for it, having the forms for them. So that will be a future project. So let's paint. I've just given it like one coat. Hit it with one more on top, just a rough one, and then now come and do the second one. Give it some time to dry, then I'll come again. Boom, one more. Now the other color, then we'll be set. Now the next thing is I'm going to take this and just give it a dash of it. Already darkens the color, so with this side it looks very different from here. It's too bright. Take it down a bit. But we'll see. Eventually we'll see how it comes out. Oh, I'm a bit nervous, but the good thing about it, you can use paint remover to for the parts where the paint bleeds. Came out pretty good, more than I had expected. Step. So get the paint remover, start removing each and every part, and then do the white, and then tomorrow morning I can spray paint the whole thing. See you guys. I'm going for a run.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'd have thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had to get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for. Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything high.
Last and final coat of this bad boy. It's getting there. So this one, then give it like 2-3 layers, then we're done.
Traffic flow, cause everything fly before us whips. Now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest. She said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth, so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice. Just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gonna get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already on.
So I just finished painting the body. Now what's remaining is to peel it off, and then I will start working on the decal. I left the top also open, so I'm thinking of maybe a sunroof, and then this is also open and this is open, so it will be kind of good, something, a new idea, or just leave it open and then put the DriftGames logo over there, and then everything else is okay. A few bleeds that maybe in the future I need to work on or keep an eye on, but otherwise it came well. So, you know, places like here where the white, those are small little minor details that need to be improved in the future. And see how it goes. Still in the future, I'm going to build a Sakura D5 or the carbon fiber chassis, and then I'll put the Futaba independent servos at the front, and then Hobbywing RC, ESC, and brushless motor. That will come in the future. For now, it's just a masterpiece that will go on the wall of fame. Lots of new things are coming, the moving process, and many other concepts. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and then I'll see you guys on the next episode. I think we're on episode 19. The goal is to get to 200 episodes. Yeah, and we'll see 500. It's not something I will stop because of YouTube. It's something that I will continue because I like. So if I get a chance to bring you a project that I'm doing to record it, then I'll bring. If I don't have a chance and I'm just enjoying, I'm sorry. But see you on the next episode.